Hey there, welcome back to our channel. This is Jill Smith, one half of the Smith Serve. We are a nonprofit development and digital marketing company. Our mission is simple. Our mission is to help you raise awareness for your mission so that you can attract the right people and raise a whole boatload of money so that you can impact lives and shift communities. All right, so that's what we do. That's who we are. My husband, Terence, he spearheads our nonprofit that we're building, the God Ordained Union, and I kind of take charge over here on the Smith Serve. So you're in good hands. If you are watching this from the Facebook group Founders of Nonprofits, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like, share, comment, subscribe to this channel. And if you are watching this video from the YouTube channel, make sure that you go and join the Facebook group Founders of Nonprofits. I'll put the links at the bottom. The links are also in the profile. I'm telling you, that group over there is thriving. Who knew that all those challenges, you all were having these challenges? And so I'm going to take the opportunity to address some of those challenges over here on the videos on this channel, so that, let me tell y'all something. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And so we've got to get out there and do what we got to do so that we can grow these nonprofits. Any announcements? What do I want to say? Something I wanted to share with you. I want to hurry up and do this video because I hear the thunder. So I want to hurry up and do this video. I can't think of what I wanted to say. But yes. So please make sure that you like and share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Once I know what I want to say, if you are a nonprofit founder or want to be a nonprofit founder, that's what I should say. If you are thinking about starting a nonprofit, please make sure that you click the link to get our free checklist of starting your nonprofit. All right, get that free checklist because there are some steps that it's just not that easy. I don't care if you put it in AI. I don't care if you do nonprofits for dummies. The checklist that I give is tried and true. It is from someone who has helped build nonprofits and is building a nonprofit. You can do step 4 backwards. You could do step 4 when it should be step 10, or step 11 when it should be step 2. And if you get it backwards, you'll be stalled. So I wanted to make sure that you get this right. So make sure that you download the checklist. And even if you've already started your nonprofit and you're stalled, go and still get the checklist because I promise you it will be beneficial to you. If you need one-on-one assistance, the discovery sessions are now open. So you can also click the link and schedule your discovery session. I promise you, you won't be sorry. It is a great investment. There's some preliminary questions I do before you even get started with me on that session, so that when we have that session, it's all strategy. All right. So this is a much needed topic. I have to talk about this. I've seen it. I've experienced it personally. And I'm hearing it a lot over in the Facebook group. And so we've got to talk about this. And this is I titled this, this is the one thing that will kill your nonprofit's vision. This is the one thing that will kill your nonprofit's vision. And I'm telling you, I've seen it over and over and over and over and over again. And we've got to talk about it today. So I'm going to tell you what that one thing is, but then I'm going to break down those areas where this one thing is lurking. All right. So the one thing that will kill your nonprofit vision and cause you to stop and stall and say, forget about this thing, is your unwillingness to stretch. Your unwillingness to stretch. And and even improving your skill sets, even your mindset, your tool set. I mean, that's the one thing. If you're not willing to stretch and to come outside of yourself and come outside and go beyond your limitations. My husband always said this one thing: we don't know what we don't know. If you're not willing to learn new things, you are going to kill your vision. And I promise you, it's going to halt. And this is the thing: stretching is just not for nonprofits, building nonprofits. It's also for building business, period. It's also, I'm learning, for marriage and for having healthy relationships. If you're not willing to stretch, yeah, you're going to find that you're going to always be in a place of starting over, or always trying to figure out why things aren't happening, why things aren't moving the way you want them to do, to move. And so you're going to be stuck, stalled, and probably going to stop. All right. So one of the areas, I got a couple of areas that we are unwilling to stretch in, that I've heard from you all time and time again. I was once very briefly in that area, but I said, you know what, I'm going to figure this out, because you know what, everything is figure outable. Everything is figure outable. All right. I always say, if they could do it, I could do it. If she did it, I could do it. If she got married over 50 and found her, I could do it too. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. And so that's the mindset we have to have. So this is the first area I see a lot of people are not willing to stretch. And that's in social media, learning social media, and even the part of being visible. A lot of people are not willing to be visible. They're not, it's out of their comfort zone. And I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm not a social media person. And then I think a lot of people got in this mindset. It's either one or two things: either that you've heard enough people say that, why they always on social media, why they always showing their business on social media, or you're the person that is saying, oh, she's always on social media, it's irritated. Let me tell you something: people are living their best lives out loud. And so if you want your nonprofit to thrive, your business, period, you need to be on social media, and you got to figure it out. You got to come out your comfort zone, and you've got to stretch yourself beyond your limitations, beyond what you got to even figure out, okay, how do I operate YouTube? Let me figure out how to even start a YouTube channel. Y'all know, over there in the Facebook group, one of the things I tell in the Facebook group when you're signing on to become a part of the group is go start a YouTube page. I'm telling you all something that I have not only tried myself and is succeeding, and I'm also helping I've seen the success with other people. And so you've got to stretch yourself beyond your limitations and your mindset when it comes to social media. You've got to take one platform at a time, figure it out, utilize the tools, and go on. If you got to go on Google and YouTube and try to figure out how to start a YouTube channel, or how to grow your YouTube channel, or how to make videos and all that. If you got to buy books, figure it out. If you got to take the time to sit one whole day and say, I'm going to figure this out, because I know that social media is vital for attracting people into my nonprofit. It's also vital for fundraising. It's also vital for more than enough reasons. And so so social media is one of those things. If you do not stretch yourself, you're going to be in that area. You're going to be way behind, and you're going to be stuck, because everybody's on social media. The clients you need in your programs, the donors you need, the board members you need, the partners the partners and the sponsors you need, they're on social media. And guess what? Sponsors are going to look at your numbers. How many numbers? What's their following like? What's their social? I need some social proof. That's what they're going to look at. So if you are not willing to get over your fear, or even not even so, even you might not even be afraid to get on social media. You might, be at the place where you don't know how to start a channel, or you don't know how to, make a video, or figure it out. Figure it out. Don't leave it up to everybody else to do it for you. figure it out. Take some time and figure it out. The second area I see a lot of people stuck in is fundraising. Let me just remind you that a third of your donors must come from the public. So all of those who are starting nonprofits that are saying, I want a grant, I'm trying to get, newsflash, most people ain't getting a grant until a year or so in. Why? Because a grantor wants to see best practices. You need to get some data up. You need to show that your program is working. You need some best practices out there before a grantor is going to really look at. Yeah, there are some times where there's some startup grants. Yeah, but those are few and far in between. So let me tell you something. You need to go after individual donors. I created a tool, and I'm like, I'm giving you all the tools. I created a tool not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago. It's called the Fundraising Campaign Planner, and it's telling you how to go out, and I'm giving you all the checklists, everything that you need, not the checklist. I'm giving you all the templates. I'm telling you exactly what to say. I'm telling you the best times to do these. There are 5 campaigns. I'm telling you the best time to do these campaigns. I'm telling you how to raise $5,000 in 60 days. I'm telling you all these things. But guess what? A lot of you are just don't even want to even purchase it, or don't even want like so many people purchasing it, and you're not even implementing because you're stuck in your mindset of, I'm scared, or I don't want to be rejected. I am not doing that. You got to go beyond your limitations. I'm telling you, if you don't go out and get individual donors, you're stuck. The third area is where I see a lot of people that are not stretching. That's in grant writing. It seems like a hard thing. It really does. But let me tell you something. The secret to this, most grantors will tell you exactly what to say in the proposal. A lot of grants out there are just plug and play. What are your numbers? I got a grant for my business a couple of years ago, and only thing I had to do is put in the mission statement. I had to put in what my need was, what the need was. I had to put some other things that are basically cut and paste. And I got a $15,000 grant. Now, that might not be a lot to some people, but it was a lot to me at that time. Our small business, we still have a small business. It was a lot for our small business. We were able to get some equipment and some things we need for our business. But I say that to say, I had a cousin. I told my cousin, I said, this grant is out. They're posting this grant again. Go. It was too difficult for her to comprehend, because in her mindset, submitting a proposal or getting a grant is difficult. She was not willing to even stretch to even read the grant announcement. She was not even stretching herself. And so grant proposals, for most of them, they will tell you exactly what they're looking for in a proposal. These days you have AI. I don't say rely on AI, but it's there as a tool. Use AI. Do me a grant proposal, write me a grant proposal that have these components, the things that the grantor is asking for. But a lot of people are not willing to stretch to even do that. The other thing is that, and it even said there's so many other tools out there, and the Foundation Center has a wonderful grant writing program that's absolutely free. I believe it's still free. There are so many. You can Google how to write a grant proposal, but I'm telling you, most of the grantors already tell you what they want you to say in the proposal. You just got to stretch. You got to stretch it. Don't rely on no grant writer, because why? Let me tell y'all something. A grant writer, you cannot pay the grant writer out of the grant. You cannot pay a grant writer out of the grant, and you've got to pay a grant writer whether you get the grant or not. And a lot of federal grants, most federal grantors, they frown upon grant writers, because why? There's some stipulations. There's certain things that a grant writer cannot do if they're not a part of your organization. So you need to not rely on just a grant writer. You need to figure out how to write a grant yourself. How to write a grant. That is one of the most vital things, and one of the most lucrative skills you can get is learning how to write a grant proposal. Figure it out. If you got to take the whole weekend or 3 days to shut yourself down and write the boilerplate for your grant proposal so that when announcements come up, that you have the language right there ready. You have to, I mean, you got to stretch. The other thing is learning different platforms. So many different platforms out there that nobody wants to figure out, like a case management platform. I don't want to figure. And what's the other one that a lot of people, asset management. You know, if someone donates laptops to you, you've got to be accountable for these items. And so you need to figure out, there are apps out there that will help you tag these items, but you've got to figure this stuff out. Another area is policies, how to write a policy. Figure it out. The Activate Toolkit that I have has a template of a policy, but even still, you need to figure out how to write a policy. You got to figure it out. These are some of the things that you need to figure out and that you should not just be leaving to other people. One reason is because you can't afford, somebody to come in and write your policies right now. And I'm assuming you can't afford that. I'm just assuming that. But the point is that you need to sit down and figure out some things and stretch your skill set. Stretches a lot. I don't know technology. I don't know technology. I don't, figure it out. Figure it out. I remember someone had quoted, this was years ago, someone had quoted to do my website. They had quoted like $6,000. And I was like, the devil is a liar. No, 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 no. And I discovered this thing called Wix. And I figured out how to tailor it for my brand. I played with that thing. I figured it out. And so much cheaper than $6,000. And because even if you get a web designer, let me tell you something, you're still going to need that person to maintain it. So you're still going to pay a monthly fee for that person to update it and to figure it out yourself. Figure out how to do a website it right now, and then as you grow and get more funding, then you can, but in the beginning, you need to figure it out. Figure it out. So this one thing that will kill your nonprofit's vision is if you are refusing to stretch and refusing to learn new skill sets. All right. So I hope this helps. Again, I don't mean to go hard on you, but I'm just, I needed this, I needed that, I can't do this, and I can't say, well, I don't want to, I'm like, have you done a fundraising campaign yet? Well, I don't know how to do it. I'm telling you how to do it. I'm telling exactly how to do it. Just implement. They don't want to do that either. So yes. So that's my spiel for the day. Figure it out, stretch yourself, learn new skill sets. You'll be surprised once you accomplish, oh, I know how to do this now. I wrote my first grant proposal. And then when you get the grant, it's on from there. I promise you. So that's it for me. If you need some one-on-one assistance, please click the link and schedule a date and time for us to meet up, and I can help you move forward. All right, you all be blessed, and I will see you on another video. Bye-bye.